Okay, I just turned us on. I'm here with Kelli. Kelli, thanks so much for sitting down together and doing this interview. I'll tell you, I think I'm just going to turn things over to you. Want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what's been going on?
All right, my name is Kelly. I've been at the clinic for about 3 weeks now. I've had remarkable changes. I would really encourage people to have the strength to make the journey. Amy and her team are amazing. Besides the expertise, which is unbecoming, it's the care and the quality of the time that you get here. I have, I was diagnosed December of 2022, but I would be saying November, okay, we'll go March of 2021 is when I really started to notice some significant changes. I had a head injury, I hit my head on the ice, and then things kind of slowly progressed. I know motor neuron disease is prevalent in a lot of different conditions, autoimmune. I'm a respiratory therapist. I spent 15 years working in acute care. I've worked with lots of ALS patients. I'm aware of the long-term effects of this disease, and that I've always believed, I told my neurologist, which I've had 5 of them, that this is treatable. There's no difference with MS, there's no difference than many of the other brain injuries, shall we say, including Alzheimer's, it's treatable if we can just put some attention to it. And that's what Amy and her team are doing. They're actually putting attention to it. I'm feeling better. I'm moving. I did exercises this morning, which I haven't done in a couple of weeks, in addition to having the clarity in the brain to think. Again, the foggy brain really impairs people that are dealing with motor neuron disease. So I hope that more people will hear the word, more medical professionals will really step up their game. This isn't Einstein work, right? She takes a strategy for each individual and comes up with a plan of where the viral attack is, because obviously this is a virus that's attacked the body.
Well, I would tell you, sometimes for us, we're looking viral, sometimes we're looking bacterial, sometimes we're looking at chemicals, sometimes we're looking at head injury and things like that. It's different for each person, but we definitely are finding pathogens to be a primary focus in a number of the folks that we treat. Kelli, one of the things on your side, you've been doing work in the ALS community for a long period of time, even before you had symptoms. Just to give a date now, since you were giving your initial symptom timetable, we are August of 2023 right now. You are a board member of an organization for motor neuron disease. Will you tell us?
Yes, I was fortunate enough. I got heavily involved as soon as the label came down the road. I knew that was my mission, to get involved and really be a spokesperson. I have a journalism background besides the medical, besides teaching, that I can take my energy that I have, right? I have to work for my energy and use it for good. And I got involved with the ALS Association through 3 states. I'm on their board, speaking on behalf of these patients that can't speak. And I feel very blessed and fortunate that I am able to speak, and hopefully can make even a small amount of difference, giving them hope that there are treatment options. There are ways to improve without question, let alone reverse. I plan to be a reversal. I've always planned to be a reversal. I told the day they gave me the label, I kind of laughed and said, "Are you kidding me? I'm not terminal. There's no way. Everything in my body works except some muscles. I got some neuron problems." I said, "But that does not make me go get your affairs in order. You've got 6 months to live," which is pretty much what they told me. They said I had some accelerated process. How they would know that, I don't know, but that's what I was told.
And here we are after 3 weeks and already showing improvements, and you're in a clinic filled with other people that have motor neuron disease, and you're seeing a lot of other people that are getting better as well.
Yeah. And just the vibe here and the energy and the excitement that collectively we come together to heal. And however that path looks for all of us, I've seen people with trachs. I've seen people, there's people walking with a stick, walking with a cane, walking just fine, except a little slow, and then we've got full-on trachs and feeding tube issues. So the severity isn't necessarily indicative of where you can come in that journey. Everybody can make some changes.
Yeah, what was exciting this week, just talking about some advanced folks that come on over here, and it's true, we see people from all over the world, and we see people with all different levels of involvement and degree of advancement when it comes to motor neuron disease. But we have somebody that's in-house that was diagnosed in 2017, and he does have a trach, and after the second week, he regained the movement back in his right hand and arm, and is now driving his chair again.
Unbelievable.
It's fun to see, huh?
You absolutely can change and make don't buy into the terminal. That's my biggest advice, is don't let anybody railroad you. Be your advocate, seek treatment, come here if you can, or tap into some of the networks that we all have created about this disease.
Well,
terminal doesn't ever mean terminal.
I really appreciate the testimonial, because as somebody that is a journalist, has been in the health industry, has treated people with motor neuron disease, now dealing with motor neuron disease, and sits on the board of one of the advocacy groups for ALS, so meaning you see it all the time, I would tell you, for me, this conversation, I think, is a really, really important one. So thanks for this.
We collectively can do a lot. I have an education background, and I feel that if we don't speak out and make changes, push the community, the medical community I'm speaking of, then people are just going to give up hope. If you're told what I've been told, it's pretty easy to give up hope, but that isn't the case, and you have to have the strength, you have to have the mindset. There's so many components to this. And I don't want to say I have to beat the disease. I've made friends with it. I'm comfortable with where I'm at. I know that things can change, and it's for the better. Would I like it tomorrow? No, I want it today.
Well,
but I can learn to be patient.
I would tell you, on my side, just kind of looking at this whole thing, I don't think what we're doing is a cure at all. I don't think that's it. I believe that this is a relapsing, remitting disease. And I believe that we are able to move this disease into remission. I believe that this disease can be moved into remission. And so, to your point, and kind of a call to action out there in the community of people servicing people that have this disease, motor neuron disease, I think it's incumbent on anybody that's working with folks that have motor neuron disease to, number one, identify the actual cause for that person, and then number two, work to get it into remission. That looks to be the key in this whole thing.
Absolutely. And divine health is where we're all supposed to be. Nobody is supposed to suffer like this.
Agreed. All right. Well, again, thank you for this. I can't wait to see where you are next time around.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.